Hey guys, Wagwan. So in today's video, I want to talk about all the new changes concerning the visitor visa to Canada. Okay, you remember like a couple months ago, I'm talking for like Jamaica, like the moment you apply for your visitor visa, you get through 2, 3 months. You're hearing back, you have your visa in your hand. And people were like making even jokes about it, saying, oh my gosh, you don't see that Canada is giving away visitor visa, just a give a visa. Because I remember one time it was so hard to get a visa to come to Canada, next to like impossible, right? But just a few months ago, everybody was getting their visa, getting their visa, right? And I don't know, Canada have this been working on some policy, and now the policies are out and they're effective immediately as of this month, November 2024. Okay. So, for visiting visa, it can be single entry or multiple entry. So, single entry, you can only come one time and go back. That's it, right? If you were to come back, you would have to apply again, do the process all over, right? Multiple entry now, you can come and go as much as you want to come, as long as the visa is valid and your passport is valid. It's not expired, right? And when they were giving away this visa the other day, I know a lot of people who make sure that they went and get their passport done, so they have the 10 years in the passport. So because when you get the visa, what they were doing is give you the visiting visa according to how long you have in your passport. So if you just got your passport and you have 10 years in it, you're gonna get the 10 years. 9 years is still valid for 9 years, you're gonna get the 9 years. Okay, that's what they were doing. But now, with all the new processing and all the new changes and everything, it is not going to be like that. Canada is cracking down, right? So it's no longer you're gonna have your visiting visa as long as the validity of your passport. No, it depends on the immigration officer who is now dealing with your file. Okay, and I'm telling you, they're gonna be harder, wanting every I to be dot, every T to be crossed, every documentation, everything that you need to provide and prove, they are going to want to see it. If you cannot can provide what they're asking for, you're going to be denied. So guys, before I go any further with this video, please, I'm asking you guys not to skip the ads. I am getting views, but we need to make some money, and the ads is what pretty much pays, right? So just wait it out a little bit and don't skip the ads, right? Okay, thank you. So what are some of the grounds that they might consider you for a single entry? If you're just coming for a conference, or say you want to visit as a tourist, or pretty much like for work, something that doesn't include like multiple visit or further duration, right? Of you staying in Canada, they won't give you multiple. But like for family, like visiting family, you know, um, even if you're visiting family too, you could get a single entry, like for bereavement, like somebody is sick or something like that. Even though you're visiting family for that, they probably won't give you a multiple entry for that. They probably give you a single entry, just a one-time visit to come and see that family, right? For multiple entry, like grandparents, they have the grandparents visa, where you apply for your parents and they can come and stay up to 2 to 5 years straight, right? And that's like a multi, because they can go and come if within that valid period, right? So those are some of the other reasons. I think for like work or study permits. So if depending on the program that you're doing, because if you're doing like maybe a 1 year program or so, you're not gonna get multiple entry, right? You're definitely gonna get a single entry visa. So there's lots of rules, lots of different policy, different grounds on which they're going to use to decide whether they give you multiple or single entry. Now, usually the person that is sending you um, the invitation letter has to provide like bank statement, job letter, their status in Canada, whether they're a permanent resident or they're a citizen, copy and so they have to send a copy of that. So the bank statement is to prove that, of course, you're able to cover the person when the person is here. But also the person who is applying now, the applicant who is applying for the visitor visa, they want to know your ties back in your country. So they want to know that your ties back to your country, your financial status. Are you stable enough to take care of yourself on your trip, right? And also, are you healthy, right? Are you healthy? Are you okay to travel, right? All these things now come in effect, and this is just to you have to be proving all these things. Just trying to make sure that you can prove all these things to stay in to visit Canada, okay? Because they don't want people coming and overstaying, right? People coming and leaning on the system that are not able to help themselves or whatever, right? So Canada want to avoid all this because, as you can see in the last couple months, they are cracking down and they're cutting back on the number of people that is migrating to Canada, right? The amount of people that they're taking in, they want to cut back. So of course they're going to cut back. They're gonna like want everything done nitty gritty, as what they would say. Nitty gritty. They want the nitty gritty. They want every fine details to make sure that you are able to come to Canada and finance yourself and take care of yourself. Okay, so now when you get the visa and you come into the country, right? If you have a visitor visa, you're allowed to stay up to 6 months in Canada, right? But the thing with that is, if the immigration officer stamped your passport and say, okay, 1 month, we're giving you a month. Some will say 2 weeks. You're visiting 2 weeks, depending on the reason that you're giving them that you're visiting, right? So even though the visa say you can stay up to 6 months, it's up to the immigration officer when you're entering the country to make that decision whether he's going to stamp it or not. Because if he doesn't stamp your passport, you can stay up to the 6 months. But if he does stamp that passport, best believe you need to leave Canada that day for the day that he stamped your passport. The downs about having the visa, you would want to come and you would want to stay maybe a 3 months or a 4 months or whatever. Especially like grandparents, like for my mom, she would come and she would stay with the kids and stuff like that. And remember now that she's not getting to see them as much as if I was living in Jamaica, right? And then she would see them every day. So she would come and she would want to stay like a few months or whatever. Last time they stamped it and she only stayed 1 month. And I was like so sad, but it was really good because that 1 month that she came and I had the baby and everything and I was back into school, she really helped me to give me that push start for the month, like helped me really a lot. When she left, I literally cried because how it go, grandparents are the best, right? So with that being said, guys, just try to have all your documentations, right? Make sure you're able to prove all that they're asking you to prove, just to avoid any delay or denial, right? So they will definitely turn your application down if they think something is fishy or you're lying or something is missing and you can't provide the documents that they're asking for. Look up the process, look up the processing time, because there's different processing time for different countries and stuff like that. Look these things up. Inform yourself before you apply. You don't want to waste your money, right? So inform yourself, get the information you need, and then do your thing. Go about and apply. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, Please like and subscribe to my channel for more. Bye.